This guide will have the most important fundamentals you need for trading meme coins, including the bare minimum. It's a full meme coin trading blueprint, covering essential topics with community input. I wish I knew this when I started trading meme coins. Enjoy. What is a meme coin? Experienced traders can skip this section, but those who are new to trading need to know this. Meme coins are defined as jokes in the form of a non-utility cryptocurrency. They are intended to be funny and they have a short-term audience. These coins can gain value rapidly due to the attention they attract and the psychology of traders. It's important to know that where attention goes, money often follows, kinda how celebrity-associated coins can suddenly see massive trading volumes. Regarding why Solana is preferred for meme coin trading, there are three main reasons: cheap transaction fees, fast transaction speed, significant attention from traders. Solana is the home of the degenerative traders. Anything said in this doc is not financial advice. You should only trade what you are willing to lose, as the risk of total loss is always possible. All meme coins, I repeat, all meme coins will eventually go to zero. The market is like a minefield. If you are careful and strategic, then it will lead to huge rewards, but missteps can be disastrous. Everyone is trying to take your money, remember that. Avoid emotional trading and develop a strategy based on logic and due diligence. Tools and platforms. The main wallets for trading Solana meme coins are as following. 1. Phantom, the one most people use, including me. 2. MetaMask. 3. Rabby. You should also use decentralized exchanges, DEXs. Some of the main ones are as follows. 1. Screener, the one most people use, including me. 2. Dexdols. 3. Birdeye Dex/Rug Checks. 1. Rug Check. 2. Dex Checker. Lastly, you also need trading platforms. Some of the main ones are as follows. 1. Photon. 2. BullX, the best one on the market right now. 3. Trading bots like Trojan and Pepe Boost. BullX is the best trading platform in my opinion. All the top traders are using this right now, and you'll understand why if you use it yourself, and I'll explain more later. So if you still aren't using it, then I would recommend you to. However, it is invite only, otherwise they make you join a waiting list. You can skip the waiting list with my invite link here. BullX platform. Once you click the link, it will redirect you to the Telegram bot. Just click start and then open the website it links. Then, you can link your wallet and start trading. Bonus, some people don't know how to add Solana to your wallet, so I'll quickly show you how to do that here. Firstly, open up Phantom, which is the main Solana wallet I mentioned earlier. There are two ways to load up money into your Phantom wallet. 1. With MoonPay through your bank account/card. 2. You can use Binance or Coinbase and transfer to Phantom. Remember to keep your private key and 12/24 word key phrase secure and readily available. Make sure it's not available to everyone. This is the key to your wallet. Okay, let's head over to Dex Screener. Firstly, volume is very important to me because that's where the money is. Volume is how much money was bought and sold on said coin. You can also see a term called makers. This is the unique wallets that are bought or sold. If the makers amount is a higher number, then I typically in my head assume that there are more people trading this coin. You also have the time scales, 5M, 1H, 6H, and 24H. Next we have liquidity, which means the ease of which you can buy or sell a coin. Think about it like this. Let's say there's a small pool. Now if a large 6-foot guy jumped into this small pool, he would have a large effect on the water. Now, contrast this with the ocean. If the same person jumps into the ocean, he would have a much smaller effect on the water. So, in the same sense, the price would be what you are affecting. If a coin has a very high liquidity, let's say 300k plus, then if you put 10k into the project, it will not affect the price. But if you go and put 10k on a coin with low liquidity, then you will have a large effect on the price. You also have the market cap, which is literally just the amount of coins multiplied by the price. Okay, let's move and go into more detail on trading platforms. So as everyone knows, we all started on Radium. We've all been here before. Then we graduated to Telegram bots, BonkBot being the main one, Bonanabots, Trojan, etc. You need to decide where you will buy and sell. For a long time, I have been using Photon, but now I have been using BullX. Use whatever platform you want. You have to decide for yourself and get comfortable using one. Now, the reason I have been using BullX is because it's just way faster, cleaner, and has a lot more useful features than its competitors. Make sure you adjust your settings on the platform you use, otherwise you will get destroyed. What do I mean by this? Your priority fee, slippage as well as your bribe fee. The buy priority fee is basically the fee you want to pay for every buy and every sale. If someone has a higher priority fee than you and you both buy at the same time, then his buy will most likely go through before yours. Slippage is the difference you're willing to pay from the original order you set. For example, if you buy a coin at price point 197, then you are willing to place this order 10 up or down from this price. The higher your slippage could result in you buying in at a higher price than you originally intended to. You also pay a 1 fee on every buy and sell, which is on both Photon and BullX, but if you use my BullX link above, you will save 10 on this fee. These fees on my settings are flexible depending on how a coin is moving. For example, if a coin is pumping too fast and I want a position, then I will have to increase my slippage and buy fee. So, I'll probably change the buy fee to 0.001 and change the slippage to 15. It depends on the play, every play is different. How to find the right coin to make you some. This section will cover a detailed discussion on cryptocurrency trading strategies, focusing on how to identify potentially profitable coins and time entry points effectively. Firstly, you need to understand that profits are only realized upon selling, not just from price increases. You need to buy coins before they gain widespread attention, but do not buy in after large holders, JITs, who might sell and crash the price. I'm going to show you my strategy for finding the best meme coins. I call this chasing the bag. The way to do this is setting up the correct filters on DEX's screener. The filters you use to find coins is 100 up to you. There are so many you can adjust, which means there are infinite strategies you can use. In this document, I'll share 2 strategies, one using DEX filters and one using BullX filters. Let's start with the DEX one. Okay, so go over to DEX's screener and click on Filters. Then use the following filters: liquidity, 10K market cap, 20K pair age, max 3 hours 5 minutes volume, 10,000. Then filter it by volume so that you see the coins with highest volume first. The reason why I filter it like this is because those filters are gonna show me coins where money is currently moving, which is 10K. Sometimes when there is a lot of volume in the market, I will change the 5M volume to 20K. I would prefer not to trade coins that are over 2 hours old, so although we filter it by largest volume first, my eyes will go to the newest coins first. Don't click on age, just look at the newest coins. Why? Because all it takes is 5 minutes for something to 5x. My filters are set out to filter out the crap, so I'm looking at semi-safe coins. Okay, so now with these filters, I will go through the earliest ones so that we can get in before everyone else. I look at everything under 30 minutes, then I move on to the ones with higher volume and work my way down. So what do we look for? First, let's go over the main checklist. You need to be doing your due diligence. I call this the eye test, so like I said before, when I have my filters set up like this, volume going from highest to lowest, I am not looking at volume first, I am looking at the newest age. The reason is because if these new coins fall into my filters here, then it means there is a lot of money is moving in these. The eye test includes 6 main things. 1. Looking at the coin's age, volume, and market cap to liquidity ratio. 2. Checking for a token emblem, socials, website, banner, and paid advertisements on DEX platforms. 3. Analyzing the chart for suspicious patterns. 4. Verifying locked liquidity and examining social media presence. 5. Reviewing the number of holders and the distribution of tokens among top wallets. 6. Looking for red flags like repetitive wallet percentages that might indicate a developer trying to hide their holdings. The first thing I look at is, does the coin have an emblem next to it? An emblem is basically the logo for a coin, and it shows up on DEX. This usually shows up when a coin pays for DEX for their ads, banners, emblems, etc. You can use CheckDEX, which I linked in the beginning under Tools and Platforms section, to see if a coin has paid for DEX. If a coin has been out for 10 minutes plus and has no emblem, banner, or ads, then it's a little bearish to me, but you can still check the coin as some coins still moon without DEX. The next thing I look at is volume. If the 5-minute volume to pair age ratio is significantly high, then this is bullish. I also look at the ratio to market cap, liquidity. The reason is, as you will sometimes see, that liquidity is higher than market cap, which is a red flag. I have never seen a coin that was successful with a higher liquidity to market cap ratio. I also look at the buys, sells ratio. If the buys are significantly higher than the sells, then this is also a good sign. I then open the coin, and the first thing I do is look at the chart. If the chart looks sus and stupid, then I'm not going to waste my time. My eyes then go to the liquidity. I always want to see that the liquidity is locked up, as you can see with the lock sign next to the liquidity value. I then look at the top to see if they have a banner and socials, and in this case they do. I look at 5-minute volume to see if there is enough money in it to expect a positive return. It has 22K in volume, which is double my bare minimum. It also has more buyers than sellers, not that much of a difference though, which is bearish. It has socials but doesn't have a website, which is also kinda mid. I don't really care about the buys versus sells because one buyer can buy multiple times. Next thing I look at is holders. 400 holders in 40 minutes is bad IMO. I also look at the top holder count, 24, which is good. My cutoff is around 30 unless I know more about the coin. So I then go through the holders in this coin, and I am looking for one specific thing which not many people notice. When I slide down the holders, I am looking for repeating numbers. For example, sometimes when you scroll through the holders, you'll see that the top holders will have the same amount or of coins, even if it's 5 wallets in a row. This is a huge red flag because, like I said earlier, this is a battlefield. They are trying to take your money. The dev is smart because he knows about the top holder count on a rug check, and so if he gives himself 15 of the supply, he will not pass the rug check. So how does he pass it? Well, he has to take that same 15 and snipe it across 5, 10, maybe even 30 wallets. So he diversifies the supply across his other wallets. And they are getting smarter with this too, even doing different percentages. So what does this mean? It means, instead of the dev owning 5 of the supply, he actually owns a lot more by using different wallets. Sometimes I have seen 0.85 like 10 times in a row. However, this coin does not have holders with the same amount / percentage, which is good. So that's basically the rundown of the filters. Of course, you'll need to do your own due diligence to see if a coin looks good and passes certain signals. Now, I'm going to quickly over the second strategy, but with BullX filters. So open up BullX and go over to Pump Vision. You will then see 3 different sections. New creations, about to graduate, and graduated. Graduate basically means radium, so when a coin's about to graduate, it means they are close to hitting radium. So you are able to set up 3 different filters, one for each section, and these are the best ones to use that I found. 1. For new creations, dev holding, max 10 holders, 20 volume, 3200 market cap, 7002. About to graduate, dev holding, max 10 volume, 5000 market cap, 14003. Graduated dev holding, max 10 volume, 30,000 market cap, 200000. So when these filters, I typically look at new creations, but if you want plays that are less ruggy / risky, then I would recommend about to graduate. However, new creations has the best reward out of all of them. Using the test check mentioned earlier, you can play around here too. How to time your buy? Firstly, never buy the top until you really have to, because some coins simply never dip. However, if you do buy the top, you must do so if you have full conviction in the coin and only put around 10 of how much you originally planned to invest. Do not go all in with your full position. Always DCA, dollar cost average, into the play. For example, if you go all in on a play and it starts to dip, then you will not be able to buy any more at that cheaper price, so when you DCA, it gives you the opportunity to get in at those better prices. Always look at the holder count, volume, and buys, sells. If all of them are increasing, then it is very bullish and you need to time the volume. I will always wait for the pullback. If it goes down around -10, then I will buy more. How to time your sell? Don't be greedy. You only make money when you sell. If you get greedy, then you will get taught a lesson very fast. I'm sure you've experienced it. Everybody wants a 100x, 1000x, but you are the one to blame when a coin goes up 3x and you think it's gonna go higher, so you don't sell, but then it crashes. Always secure profits. You need to prioritize taking your initials plus some profit, because that's when you can chill. The time for you to sell comes down to you and your risk management. How much do you like that money that's in your wallet? If you lose that money, can you pay rent? Have confidence in your conviction. I am not here to hold a bag. I plan to buy and sell within an hour, and so I start taking around 25 at 30 to 40 pump, and when it pumps some more, then another 25, and if it starts going down, then that's when you start scooping more. It's all up to you, but it depends on the play and your risk management / conviction. Protect your capital. However, if there is a ton of volume and you are really early into a play, then it is justified, for me at least, to wait for the 80 or the 2x before you start taking profits. If it's weak, like 10k volume in the past 5 minutes, and you're waiting till you're 80, then don't be mad when you lose money. But yeah, if it's going crazy, then it's justified. For example, if you're in a coin, you are still looking at the metrics such as volume, buys, sells, and holders. If they start slowing down and the buys, sells start to become equal, then you know it's starting to get bearish. So if you are up 15 to 20 at this point, then I would start taking profits, because you have to understand that it's possible this won't go up too much more, and you need to be smart and take initials off the table as low as 15 to 20. I get that we are all here for the 5x, 20x, but be smart, that's it. DCA out of the play just like you did when buying into the play. Moonbag, we have no idea what these meme coins will do, and so that's why it is important to have a moonbag. One example is Billy, bought and sold near the start within the same hour candle, still made around 3x. Average buy was 156k. This ran to 70 mil. That little 10 that was left in there as a moonbag ran up around 40x. It never hurts to leave some dust in a coin. We don't know what's gonna go crazy in the meme world, so you don't want to lose the opportunity that a moonbag can give you. I hope this guide was useful and you got some value from it. The truth is, though, you cannot expect to win at trading meme coins unless you get in and get out fast. The only way to do this is if you have a trading platform that can match these fast expectations. And so that's why you need to use BullX, like I mentioned already. It's way faster than its competitors. So what are you waiting for?